Well, hello guys, this is Nishkarsh Agarwal and welcome back to another video. So, I was sitting at home thinking which video should I make next. And then, suddenly an idea popped in my mind. My worst video I uploaded till date was the Hacking for Dummies, the introduction. It's not that it was bad or so. It was full of content, literally. But it seems boring. I thought, why not improve the video, huh? So here I am with version 2 of Hacking for Dummies. This is gonna be pretty amazing, at least compared to the first one. So let's get started. And yeah, because I can't cover 20 minutes in a single video, I'm gonna make other parts too. So stay tuned for more. The first thing, what is hacking now? The dictionary meaning of hacking: gaining unauthorized access into data in a system or a computer. That is, I have access to something like a computer and I do not have the permission to access that. Still don't get it? Okay, to understand it better, let's consider the example of our home. When we go out, we lock our home so that our goods or important stuff remains secure from thieves, robbers, or basically the bad guys. Important stuff. In this case, home is our computer, lock is our password or antivirus or a firewall program, and thieves are the hackers. I'm not a thief though. When we go out for a longer duration, maybe a vacation, ooh la la, my strong desire in quarantine. Let's say for a few weeks or months,
Few weeks later,
we ensure that all the windows and doors are closed, almirahs or cupboards are locked, and sometimes our rooms are individually locked. Overall, the security of the house is maintained. And we use multiple locks for the main door, visible and hidden security. Can't afford. For example, an additional burglar or theft alarm, CCTV cameras, etc. in theft prone areas, or basically the areas which has more chances of thieves coming from, basically the weakness of the house. Here the analogy is, our computer has a password which is the lock, almirahs or cupboards are locked, same as the folders which are further locked by the password, and we have the main password which is the visible lock and an antivirus program which is the invisible lock. As if my house contained a diamond. To check if my house is fully secure from theft, I ask one of my friends to pretend to be a thief and try to gain access to my very precious stuff in my cupboard, my underwears, by bypassing all the security measures and entering into my house just like the bad guys will do. So, what my friend is doing here is helping me out so that I can protect my valuable goods by identifying if there is any loophole or a gap or a weakness or a vulnerability in my security. Therefore, my friend is doing the right thing because he's taking my permission and my chocolate, and I am allowing him to do so. If a thief does the same thing and steals my precious stuff, that is totally wrong and illegal because he do not have the permission to do so and can be fined behind bars if he's caught in the act. Therefore, there are two types of hackers: ethical hacker and unethical hacker, or the cracker. I'm the white one. Like a thief, a hacker gains access to computer through any gaps or vulnerabilities or weaknesses in security. Time for the quote. To catch a thief, you have to think like one. And a hacker works exactly the same way. So, now you know what is hacking, but who is a hacker? Obvio, a person who hacks. Nishkarsh, you're lame. So, who is a hacker? You may imagine them as a man with a black hoodie wearing an anonymous mask, typing something rapidly in a computer with green text all over it. I know you can relate, but that's totally not the case. So, who is a real hacker? Well, a hacker is a person and they have a great understanding about the infosec world. They're always burning with curiosity. They're always ready to learn. They're always hooked up to their computers. They're always wanting to be better at what they're doing. And they're always engaged in their world. So, those were some commonalities great hackers have, and also some points you should keep in mind or you should consider to become a great hacker. Just like me. The types of hackers. So, I've talked about various types of hackers the last time, but I don't think they're super important to know. Even that they exist, it doesn't matter as much. So, I'll include just those things which are really important according to me. And I will try to explain you all in the best way possible. Black hat hackers or crackers. Now, they're the one who breaks into computer system without the permission of the owner, which is totally illegal. Now, why they do this? The reason could be anything. It could be money. It could be profit, it could be fun, it could be revenge, it could be addiction, it could be desperation, or he likes my underwears. For example, Kevin Mitnick, who was the most wanted hacker at a time, but now he's an ethical hacker and also the most famous hacker of all time. Gary McKinnon. The world knows him that he hacked NASA's 97 computers while sitting at his girlfriend's aunt's house. I'm literally inspired by the person. I was talking about the girlfriend part. But those were just a few names I listed, while the list is totally endless. White hat or ethical hackers. They choose to use their powers for good rather than for evil. They are the one who uses their skills to protect organizations and companies, basically anyone from the bad guys.
I'm the bad guy. Duh.
Grey hat hackers. This category falls between the black and the white hat hackers. Basically, what these guys do is they will look for vulnerabilities or weaknesses in a system without the permission or knowledge of the owner. That's so bad. But they're not like the bad guys. They will report the issue to the owner without disclosing it anywhere. If you'll ask, okay, he did a small crime by not taking the permission of the owner while testing his computer for vulnerabilities. So, he comes in the list of black hats. But how is he a white hat too? See, if he didn't report that vulnerability to the owner and have publicly disclosed it with everyone or leaked it online, that is another big crime, and the act of an ethical hacker is to avoid this. Got it? Script kiddies. A script kiddie is an unskilled individual who uses scripts or programs developed or coded by other great and successful hackers to attack others. And yeah, they can be good or evil. It depends totally on them. And while using these scripts and programs made by others, they have totally no knowledge of how the program works, which is pretty harmful. Social engineers. So, to understand who is a social engineer, we first have to know what is social engineering. Basically, what this means is social engineering is the art where people are manipulated in giving confidential information. For example, passwords. Now, a social engineer is the one who uses his social engineering skills for either good or bad. Again, totally depends on him. Hacktivists. Hacktivism. What is it? Okay. It is the act of misusing a computer or network for a socially or politically motivated reason. A hacktivist uses the same tools and techniques as a hacker, but he does it in order to destroy services and bring attention to a political or social cause. An example of hacktivism is denial of service attack, which shuts down the website to prevent or stop customer access. Now, if you're thinking what is DOS or denial of service attack, I haven't heard of this term lately. So we were gonna talk about DOS in the next part, but for now, just think of it as sending a lot of traffic to web pages, and the servers can't handle this amount of traffic at once. So they will either crash or will be down temporarily. Elite hackers. So I wasn't sure to include this in the list because all this is actually the very professional hackers like Gary McKinnon, Kevin Mitnick, etc. Thank you all for the love which has taken us here. 100 subs. So you're new here and haven't subscribed till now. So what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
This channel will provide you content related to ethical hacking and cybersecurity, explained in a very fun, easy, and interesting manner. So consider subscribing. And in the next video, we will be covering some common terminologies or terms used in the world of hacking. That's all for today, guys. So for all of that and more, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.